Hi everybody, I'm Penny Shults, and our guests tonight are Christie and Hugh Adair. They're here to help support their sister, Carole Jeffrey. Carole is awaiting a new lease on life. In 2012, she was diagnosed with an autoimmune lung disease. Carole's diagnosis came as a shock, as there is no family history of this type of illness. In April of 2019, her lung function began to decline. Carole now relies on supplemental oxygen to help her breathe. Doctors say a double lung transplant is critical to her survival. We are joined with the brother and sister who want to speak about this fundraiser that's coming up, and they want you to be a part of this. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having us.
It's pretty special when your brother and sister get out there and make sure people know that you're fighting for your life, and they want you to be a part of this recovery process to get this transplant in place. Tell me a little bit about your sister, Hugh.
She's 54 years old. She is a 1984 LOHS graduate. Currently, she's living down in Tennessee. She's used to be very outgoing and just wants to try and get that lifestyle back.
And Christie, is she your younger sister or older sister?
She's 3 years older than I am. Hugh and I are the youngest of the family. There's 5 of us. She's the middle one. The middle one's always the trouble one.
It seems that way.
But we're just trying to gain the support that she needs to try and raise the money to let her be the person that she wants to be.
And it's very expensive for a lung transplant.
Absolutely.
And this is a double lung transplant.
Yes.
What's going to take place when she is a candidate and able to get that transplant? What does that look like for her recovery time and the process?
Well, once she's put on the list, it's normally anywhere from 3 to 6 months to receive a transplant. So at that time, her condition can even diminish more. Once she gets the transplant, she has to be within 5 miles of the hospital. So she has to live outside her normal house to be closer to the hospital in case there's any complications. That process takes probably about 5 to 6 months, depending on how she does, if there's any setbacks or any problems with any other areas.
That's a lot of planning and things to put in place prior to such a extreme surgery. I'm so glad that you guys are here letting us know about how we can help as a community. There's going to be a fundraiser coming up. Will you tell us a little bit about that? That's
going to be April 4th. At the Fraternal Order of Eagles, the Clarkston chapter. It's over on Maybe Road. It will be from 4 o'clock to 8 o'clock. We're going to have food available. There are going to be door prizes and also basket raffles. So there's going to be
lots of goodies.
Lots of goodies to get. Hopefully we'll get a lot of turnout and
support.
Support.
That's outstanding that it's going to be at the Eagles. Everybody loves the Eagles and just wants to be a part of this, I'm sure. If people want to get a hold of you to see how they can donate a basket or find out about getting tickets or what they need to do, do you have an email address that we could reach out to you?
Sure. You can use my email, and it's winniekins@aol.com. It's WHINNIEKINS@AOL.com.
What are some things that you need in advance?
We've got quite a lot right now. What we'd really like is just direct donations.
Okay.
We do have a website. It is transplants.org, and you can search for Carole Jeffrey.
Okay.
And that's what we're trying to push, is the direct donation that gets as much money to her as possible. This is a nonprofit organization. They do take a small percentage. It's only 3%. So, 97% of your donation will go to Carole.
That's good to know. Is it okay if I ask what it would cost for a double transplant? Do you have a number that is that we can help you reach?
On the transplants.org website. It's the National Foundation for Transplants. It's a nonprofit organization that helps donors do the fundraising that needs to be done to raise the money. The goal that we have on there is $75,000.
Incredible.
That's just a drop in the bucket. After her transplant, she will be on probably close to 40 different medications. So it's not only paying for the transplant, it's paying for her survival after the transplant, the medical need for everything.
Wow, she's got a long road ahead of her.
Yeah,
She can do it.
just like any transplant, they will be on anti-rejection meds for basically the rest of their life. So that's where a lot of the cost comes in also, is medication. Everybody knows the cost of medication these days.
Yes, and that's critical that she get everything that's needed
Oh, absolutely.
to help sustain her life, but bring her back to full recovery.
Right.
I was reading a little bit about Carole because I haven't met her, and this is the first time we've been able to meet one another. But she wants to just play with her grandkids. How many grandkids does Carole have?
That's a good question.
5.
Yes.
And
5.
children?
Yes, she has 3 children of her own from a prior marriage. And then her current marriage, she has
There's 2 kids.
2 kids.
That's beautiful. So any one of us can relate to having your life put on hold for a
Right.
period of time, and she really needs to get healthy so that she can get back in there.
Right. When she was first diagnosed, or when it was first suggested to her that she needed the transplant, she was still working at the time. April of 2019, she was still working. It wasn't until probably November, December that, because of the decrease in having to be on such high liters of supplemental oxygen, that she had to stop working. So she has not been working since then.
That's difficult.
Yes.
Well, you told me a little bit about what she did, so tell our audience, tell our viewers what Carole did before she had to stop working.
Where she worked?
Yeah.
She worked at Russell Stover's, and she used to bring us goodie baskets every Christmas, and every time she came up, and we'd fight over them.
Yep.
It's, everyone wants their own, and
Oh, everybody loves that.
Everybody has their favorites, so.
Uh-huh.
if she'd bring up a bag, we'd hide them.
On each other.
That's what
Yes.
sisters and brothers do.
And all the kids and everything else.
Aw,
So.
that's beautiful. Yeah, she just, when you talked a little bit about her to me so I could get to know her a little bit, you said she likes frogs.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. You got a frog story too you can
I don't
share?
think there's really any frog stories. I don't even know
Yeah.
where the frog thing came about. All of a sudden she got a frog tattoo. So
Oh, that's fun.
yeah, she likes frogs. She's got
Yep.
frogs all over in her house. She likes frogs.
That's beautiful. I like that. So if somebody wants to donate, maybe something, a gift, a raffle gift, maybe we'll do something with that theme.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Bunch of frogs.
So she's living in Tennessee.
Yes.
She's a Lake Orion graduate.
Yes.
Grew up in the Lake Orion area.
Yes.
Right downtown.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Right in the village.
Oh, absolutely.
That's really exciting. So you're expecting people to come from the village and the township and just support Carole every way they
Absolutely.
can.
Yes.
We still have a
Hoping-
lot of friends in the Lake Orion area.
we-
Lake
we
Orion
all-
has always been a strong community, and
Aw.
We
there's
all
probably
went to Lake Orion, so
there's
it's
probably
just-
a group of 30 that
Yeah.
we're still very close.
That's beautiful. It's going to
And-
be standing room only that night.
Probably.
yeah.
People are trying to get in the door.
But the more the better.
Better get there
more the
early.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. I'm hopeful that she's able to come up to Michigan.
She is going to try,
Good.
she said. If not, we're going to have her hopefully maybe do a video. If not a video, send up a letter.
Oh, that'd be
to let
beautiful.
everybody know that she appreciates their support.
Yeah.
And
We've never been there before in our own lives, right? So we need to be there for
Right.
people who are struggling to get well and to breathe.
Yeah.
Wow, that's just something. And I hear a lot of people have a huge success rate, full recovery.
Yes.
So we're just praying and believing that for Carole. You've got a sister that's in Georgia, did you tell me?
Yes.
yes.
And another one up in a brother or sister in Alpena?
Brother in Gaylord.
Gaylord. Wow.
So that's the 5 of us.
That must have been interesting growing up with 5 kids.
Well, the two oldest are old enough that
Lean.
when they graduated, they went right into the Navy. So basically, it was just the three of us, Carole, and Christie.
Yeah.
So we're a little bit closer, but we are all a close-knit family.
I think that's beautiful. I like to hear that. And you can tell that with you going all out for Carole to make
Absolutely.
sure that she gets the help that she needs. We're going to have to get her back on the program once she's through all this process, you know, just to get an update
Yeah.
Right.
and hear how well she's doing.
Right.
Because everybody rallied around her. That's the beauty of Lake Orion,
Oh, absolutely.
is that people are there for one another. So
Yes.
it's going to be nice. You said that you're having food. Are you doing the cooking or are you having it catered?
No, we will.
It's kind of still up in the air, but hopefully it's going to come from Hilltop Brewery. It's over off Dixie Highway,
Sounds
just
good.
south of Maybe Road.
So you won't
so-
have to cook.
Right.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
Right.
That's a lot. When you get a lot of people coming out to eat, you want to
Right.
make sure you got what you need, and then you can enjoy the event too and facilitate it. So anything else you want to share with us that maybe we should know about Carole or the event coming up, the fundraiser coming up?
Not that I can think of. Just come out, enjoy, have fun. It's to celebrate, Carole, and give her as much support as we can.
That's beautiful. How about you? Got anything you want to share?
I just think that living in Lake Orion for as long as we have, we know with the close-knit community, and any support from anyone and everyone is very much appreciated.
Yep. It's going to be overflowing. The funds, the support, the resource, just the care,
Right.
tender loving care for your sister. And I'm very glad to get to know both of you tonight. I'm coming. Yeah, I'll be there.
Good.
Hopefully I can
Good.
get in the door.
Right.
Yeah, thanks so much, both of you. Brothers and sisters are so important
Absolutely.
to be there for one another. Please give my best to your sister.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Most definitely. And tell her how special you guys are. We see it. We see it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks so much, everybody. You heard, you're invited and you're expected. We want to see you out there in April. It's going to be an event to benefit Carole Jeffrey so she can get this double lung transplant. And we're going to get her back on the program, too, to hear about the full recovery. We're expecting good things for Carole. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you soon. Thank you.